this. Give it just a minute. Yeah, I mean, everything is a little slow this morning. All right, here we go. I mean, everything looks good.
There.
And we had a question from somebody who's not here yet, so I'm going to go ahead and hold off on that one. But the question was, and I think this has come up before, is to be able to, this is a quote, get work photos off my phone and put them on my computer so I can email them with reports. We talked about this with Kathy a little bit in syncing and integrating your photos. Did you get to work on that at all? Did it work? How's it going? Unmute yourself.
I am. Yeah, I was getting my finger there, but not fast enough. No, this week was just a crazy week. So yeah, I have company coming in. So I worked on it a little bit. What I ended up doing too was, I've had apps on my phone for 20, I mean, for 15 years. I don't know. And every time I would go somewhere, somebody would tell me about an app and I download it and I don't remember what they are anymore. So anyway, I was working on figuring out what's on there and how to get rid of what I don't use or know anymore. Probably from 15 years ago, work. Somebody say, "Oh, this
Mhm.
is a great app," and I'd download it. So that's what I ended up kind of doing because my phone is in my hand.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing because you can always take a look later and see, is this really working for me? Or, do a little assessment and see, is it something that I've ever used? Um,
What is it?
and what is it? What is it is always a good one. And those can be a little bit tricky because the what is it? Our phones do come with stuff that gets loaded that is purely for um purposes of management, how the phone runs, the operating system. Some of it is connected with our service provider, whether we have AT&T, Verizon, or any of the other companies. Um, some of those, if you're not sure what is, and it looks like it comes from there,
Mhm.
then you want to probably not mess with it because it might be something that's going to change how everything works. So
Mhm.
you want to be a little bit careful. But for any of those that you download, what I like to do is it like the same thing that I do with my pictures. At the end of the day, I review what I did that day. And that's so much easier to get ahead of than having to look at 15 years worth of whatever it is. And I know we all, when we started this journey of technology, we never thought that it would be this much, We
Mhm.
just kind of thought, oh, and then you sort of get into a groove, and then all of a sudden you have, let's see, who wins the prize for how many emails in their inbox? Who was it last time? Medina? I thought
Medina.
it was Medina. Number of emails in your inbox, number of photos in your, gallery, and how many apps you have on your phone. And all of this digital clutter does slow us down in several different ways. So having a clean digital house is always good.
I'm
And
I'm down from 30,000 to 23,600.
that's great. That's great.
You're gonna make me be the one now with the
So
most.
what did you find was the easiest way for you to clean up?
Well, I I've been down with bronchitis. I'm at the tail end right now, so I've not been able to do anything. So I sit at the computer and I look for something that came in and I copy the whoever sent it to me, whatever company sent it to me, and then I pull all of those up and then I just delete them.
That's a
So
great way to do it. That's a
Yeah.
great way to do it. Are you also unsubscribing?
Yes, yes.
Great. So that really, I mean, you got rid of 7,000. That's fantastic,
Yeah.
right? That's a lot.
Yes.
Terry,
I I told you that there was a, I sent you a thing about the new update on iOS, but I came up with, when I go into different things, I came with some apps that, I mean, I guess they were in the cloud, they were in there somewhere, but they appeared back on my screen, and one of them was something from very early in days, and it was so much fun. It was like a cat that you said something to, and it repeated it back, and I mean, it had to be from my first iPhone, but it was so funny because it was really bad technology. It was hysterically funny, especially I remember, when my grandkids were born, like it was try to keep them away from the phone, but they would couldn't wait to, talk to the cat and make jokes on it. But it was funny. It came up like on my screen. There's this update, like and but it gave me a couple lessons again. They're all in there somewhere. I mean, almost all of them are up in there somewhere. But also, like thinking of how we thought that was such unbelievable technology 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
and here's the really funny thing. As you're telling me this, I'm thinking, I don't remember anything like that, but boy, does that sound like AI to me. It sounds like, this is, don't take offense, this is not the same comparison, but there are now people whose primary girlfriend or boyfriend is AI. They have a significant relationship, and I've read many articles about people who that's their relationship. That's who they live with, is this AI person. And so it's kind of a funny parallel that long ago there was this cat that you could have this conversation and make jokes with and blah, 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 blah. And doesn't that just sound like AI? And that was before AI. So kind of weird. Anyway, so let's talk about fun stuff for a little bit. Let's talk about the hot new tech gadgets and things. If you haven't finished any of your all or any or even started your holiday shopping, I am going to share this article with you. I'm not going to go over it right now because you can read. You may or may not want this, but you'll get the link for it. So Wirecutter is people who independently review. If you click on a link to their retail site, they may get paid. They may earn a commission, and there's more details here. I will tell you that they do heavily post from Amazon. However, I will also tell you that it is possible to not buy from Amazon, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. So this covers all kinds of electronics, from keyboards, drawing tablets, portable monitor. Wasn't sure I needed one of those, but okay, there's a portable monitor. Audio. Here are things with earbuds and over-the-counter hearing aids. So when they look at these things, they do some extensive testing. They get all of these things and actually check them out. They don't rely on other people's opinions of them. So they're not just doing keyboard research, they're actually getting the thing and testing them out. Microphones, batteries and charging. Look at that. Huh. A better looking extension cord for hidden outlets. So you got something behind a desk, it's always hard to get to. You're having to crawl around. If you get a new device, you plug this in on this end, and then it's a firm cord, and you stick it out here so you can easily get to it. That looks valuable to me. I'm going to check and see how much is it, and look and see what exactly do they do. So they talk about why it's good. The Easy Outlet is the name of it. That's a link, so you can go ahead and click there to check out more from the company. It's a hit on TikTok. That's not impressive to me, but they also show you in general how much it is from Amazon, how much it is from Walmart, and you can click those links and it'll take you directly to that outlet. Now, if I go back up here to Easy Outlet, because you know me, I do not want to shop with Amazon at all. I'm going to go directly to the company and let's see if this is actually a link. It took me to Amazon. Interesting. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a search here and I'm going to say Easy Outlet and see what the internet tells me. Okay, I can get it from Amazon. I can get it directly from the company. So let's see how much they offer it for. Talks about how to use it, blah, blah, blah. Yours for $49.95 with free shipping. So there you go. I didn't have to buy it from Amazon. It's the same price and it includes free shipping. So for any Prime members, there you go. You've got it. So that's kind of a cool gadget. Moving on. Best earbuds and for workout, best headphones, home theater, TVs if you're searching, sound bars. This is a 4K TV on a budget. This is the best TV. I will tell you, we just got a new TV because our 20-year-old TV finally died. And
Oh, no.
yeah, I know. And we did research on Wirecutter and read all of their articles about the TVs and the differences. For those of you who are in the market, Kathy, for a new laptop, here are your options, and they're going to go through all of the whys and wherefores, the pros and cons, who it's better for. Do you need a better modem? What's the best modem? Says most free VPNs are scams, but there is one worth using. And then they'll go into for paid for VPN as well. How about a projector? Does anybody need one of those? Smartphones for kids. I will tell you, I just read an article that said giving a smartphone to a kid under 12 developmentally is not a good idea. And yet we do give them to them. So, you know, thinking about how does that work? Smartphones for smart watches for kids and Bluetooth tracker. Tuck that tracker in the kid's backpack or in their pocket or on their shoelaces. You can also, and I was reading a lot about trackers this week, putting them on dogs. That's another thing you can do, a dog or a cat that you want to keep. Your external hard drives, all kinds of choices there. Tablets, what do you want? TVs again, TVs are big. USB-Cs, accessories, electronic stuff, the printers, the monitors. So if there is anything that you think that you might need, like a 3D printer, who doesn't need one of those? Photo printers, PlayStations, whether you're buying a gift for a grandkid or a niece or a nephew or yourself, this article is going to have you covered for whatever it is that you might be in the market to buy or just thinking about buying. You know, if you've got that impossible person who, what in the world do I get them? Find something. I'm telling you, if anybody wants to get me that extension cord thing, I'm down with that. So, has anybody bought anything recently like that that they can recommend to the rest of the group? Terry.
I bought an extension cord for traveling.
A what?
And for traveling, taking with us when we travel with from a hotel to an extension cord, you know, a
Oh, okay. Yeah.
regular
Like a charging or an
four
extension
plugs or the
cord?
things for USB
Charger. A charger?
charger with plugs on it. I
Yeah.
can't think of the name of it. Yeah.
Yeah, charger.
Like what they used to have, the big ones with a bunch of, it has USB and it has plugs for it. And with it, it came with these things that look like those nails that you put, they're plastic it looks, so you can put the cord up this, it's not quite as techie as the other one you just had, but it has these little, like you put those nails that have two sides to them, a pin thing.
Showed up on my
And so
birthday.
comes with those, they're stick-on, so you could put it against the wall, so that's where your cord goes. So it's kind of low tech, but they're little
Terry, thanks, Joyce, because I was wondering.
like tacks that
if it
have
w-
that are U-shaped.
Terry, hang on a second. Joyce, I was wondering if it was my internet because I know mine is not great today, but if you're seeing that as well. Terry, your voice is really bad and your camera is breaking up a little bit. Can you try for a second turning off your video? Don't leave the group, just turn off the video and see if we can hear you better because you're coming out like you're drunk.
I'm
Now
not.
talk so we can
Can you
tell.
hear me better now?
Way better. Well, no. It was sort of iffy. Hey,
No.
Andy.
Good morning.
That's weird,
Okay.
Terry, because normally you have really good service right there.
Yeah, and I'm on my iPad. Speaking of new computers, John now has his computer that was needing a new one in a while. Now you sort of can't turn it on or off very well. Gonna get tools, a screwdriver. So I have it on my iPad, so I don't know if that's it.
Doesn't seem like it would be. I can't
They
think of
go
what
out
it
and come
would.
back in again.
Try that. Try that and see if that works. Hey, Renee,
Hi.
did you leave and come back? That was very fast,
No, I didn't.
Terry. Now she did. Okay. All right. We won't talk about that part while she's gone. What I do want to do is go back to sharing with you one of the other sites that I found. What I didn't like about this particular site was that each item has its own page. So this is the Channel Company. I'm not familiar with it, but it had cool gadgets for gift ideas. And I was intrigued by these earbuds. It had a lot of good things to say about them, but everything from this company was with Amazon. So I went, okay, well, I'm going to look and see because I actually like what it has to say. And these are called Nothing Ear A wireless buds. So I'm going to open up a new tab and just look for those buds. What they said they really like about them is they're very noise canceling. And I'm going to go to Ear Audio, going directly to the company and see what it offers them for. Huh, look at that. The earbuds are $59. How much were they over here? Anybody remember what they saw? From Amazon.
$79.
Yeah. So there is, here's a very easy way to justify my argument that Amazon is not always the best. Oh my God, Abby's here. Wah! And that is the fact that there is a misconception that Amazon is cheaper. And if you're not doing your research, not only are you supporting Amazon, but you are maybe paying more. That was $20 more. That's kind of significant, kind of worth doing an extra click. I personally like to go directly to the company. If the company will sell to the public, which they don't always, there's one or two that won't, but if they'll sell to the public, it's almost always better because you're buying directly from the manufacturer. And like I said, if I bought those earbuds, I would have just saved $20. How are you, Abby?
Hi.
It's
I'm
really
trying.
nice to see you. Oof. Court. That's not good. Did you win?
I unmuted. I'm sorry.
Did you win?
I did. I didn't have to say anything. I had a page and a half to explain, and you just said you're in compliance, $10.
Oh, bring it up.
Right.
It was a great story though.
Good for you.
Where'd
All
you
right.
go?
So now that does anybody have anything else that they would like to add? That was my last little piece because I'm going to send you those links about the cool gadgets to buy. Anybody have any other? Sue Ellen. Go ahead, Sue Ellen.
Did you happen to read about that up in space on the space station? They have a 3D printer up there and they needed a tool. And what they did was they sent them a link up to one of their computers up there, and they made a tool and a 3D printer that they needed. So that's freaking amazing.
I love that.
That's the first tool that's been made in space.
Thank you for sharing that. That's really cool. I'm going to have to research that and read the whole article, but that's amazing. I mean, I see, when I go to craft fairs and stuff, I'll see people have, made toys with 3D printers. And I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. That's kind of fun. And I've bought some of them for various people. But that's a real use for a 3D printer. And they're also making homes with them. I mean,
No, they can't get it from Amazon.
what?
They can't get it from Amazon.
Have a drone.
Love it. All right, let's talk about, now that Renee and Andy are here, let's talk for a minute about the same issue that Kathy has had in talking about getting pictures from one place to another. So I do need a little bit more information, Andy. Where, what platform are the pictures stored where they live? Where are the pictures? Are they
In my phone,
they're in your phone?
right? I take
You
I
have,
take
you have an
pictures.
Android.
Yes, I take pictures of my report, and then I want to email it. So I want to transfer it from my phone to my computer and put it like in one of those document folders. So when I email on AOL, I can then like attach the stuff.
Okay.
And I have been frustrated trying to do it. So basically I've been taking the pictures, keeping them on the phone, and then I text I text my report over to them. But sometimes it's long, my report, and I figured it'd be easier if I emailed it to them.
Yeah. So where are you typing the report? I assume it's a typewritten
On my phone. Yeah,
on
yeah.
what
And I text.
platform? When you open it up, what app do you open to start typing? I can't believe you're typing these on a phone, but more power to you.
You're taking a picture of that paper, right?
Right, I take a picture of the paper.
Right,
That's what
but
you're
the
saying.
paper,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get back to the origin. He wrote the report, right? You wrote the report, Andy.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you write this report? Like, take me from, I have to do a report on how to log into Zoom for Carlene.
Oh,
Okay.
it's on paper. It's just regular.
Medina style? Are you using a paper and pen?
Yeah, I take that, I put it down, then I snap and take my picture, and then
He's not writing it.
yeah, and then I write what it's about on my form here. On my phone.
Okay, my
My
first
text.
question, Medina's
Maybe I'm
laughing over
missing
there.
it.
My first question is, how good's your handwriting?
Well, it's okay.
Okay. And why are you handwriting it instead of typing it? Is my first question. Second question, I guess.
It's because it's numbers. It's only numbers I'm putting in. I've done a form. I've typed up an Excel form, which I have, and I fill in the numbers and that I need for everybody to read every
Okay, so
week.
this is an ongoing thing, and it's not a written like book report
No,
document you're
no,
sending.
no.
It's a
Every
form
week
with filled in
I have,
numbers.
yeah, I have Excel. I made an Excel spreadsheet for each department. And they do inventory every week of what food we get in, what food we dish out, and then I send it off to Key West to see if we can get more food, and I give them the numbers of what we
Okay.
did this week. The only thing that's handwritten is our volunteer list because everybody puts their hand on it. I just take a picture of that to send it to them, like an attachment to it.
Of the list of volunteers that signed in.
Yeah,
Okay, but
Yeah.
you're also sending
sending.
the numbers of the food, that form that's
that's
filled
right.
out.
Yes, I
The
send that up.
numbers, the number form is handwritten also, though.
That's typed.
That's typed.
That-
Okay.
That is in Excel. It's already done in Excel. I just fill in the numbers, I type the numbers in.
Okay, so you're sending that one digitally. You're not taking a picture of that, right?
No, I print it up and then I take a picture of it.
Okay, you're making it way more complicated than it needs to be. Way
I
more
know, I've
complicated.
been hearing about that. Somebody's
Yeah,
been saying
so
that.
I don't have Excel because I don't pay for Word, but I use Google Sheets, so it's going to be the exact same process though. So on my phone, here is my app for Google Sheets. So my first suggestion is put Excel app on your phone. Right?
Oh,
So when I open up Sheets, it's going to give me all of the documents that I've created, and it's the same thing. So we're going to pretend, I'm just going to change the word now and say Excel because it's going to be exactly the same. So I've opened up Excel, and here are the documents that I have created in Excel. Okay, so now if I want to share a document, let me pick one. Let's see. I have a lot of them. I had no idea that I had this many. And probably some, Kathy, that I don't need anymore. Probably some I do not need at all. So here's a budget draft. So it's numbers just like you were talking about. So when I open this spreadsheet, I've got my spreadsheet here, right? And
right.
the first thing I'm going to do, if it's all done and I've done all my typing and I'm ready to go, I am going to go to my three little dots up in the corner, right? So I'll come back and there's my three little dots, which is going to open up my menu. And then with my menu, I get to choose what am I going to do with it? And I am going to choose share and export. I'm going to tap share and export, and it's going to say, how do you want to share it? In this platform, I can just share it with a person by adding them to it, but that's not what you would do with a report. What I would do is I would send a copy. So right there, I can send a copy of it. And when I tap send a copy, it says, how do you want to send it? I can send it as a Excel spreadsheet, or which anybody can then modify who has Excel. I prefer when I'm sending a report to send it as a PDF document, because if I send it as a PDF document, not everyone can doctor a PDF. That's an expensive program. And so I generally send it that way so that people can't monkey with it, right? So then once I've select PDF, now I got to turn around and look and see where I'm reading backwards and upside down. Then I say, okay. When I tap okay, it processes it and it says, okay, now how do you want to use it? And my first choice is sending it through Gmail because that's an app on my phone. You can also put the AOL app on your phone, or you can send it through Gmail because I know you have Gmail. So you can send it through there instead of through AOL, but you have to have the app on your phone for it to pull up. I can also send it as a text message. I can send it through WhatsApp or Signal. So it gives me those other choices. But my first choice is always going to be share as Gmail. And I'm going to say just once because I really don't want that to be my
Classified, you can send it
default.
through Signal.
So now it opens it up in terms of, which email address do I want to send it from? And then who am I sending it to? I put it right there. I put in the subject, numbers report for November. And then I might say a little bit of something here about it. And then I'm ready to go. But as I scroll down a little bit, there it is already attached to my email in digital format. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to do is to just send it digitally. Don't print it out and then take a picture. From the perspective of someone receiving something, I asked a restaurant, we discussed a menu for a catered event, and the woman wrote it on a notepad and then took a picture of it and sent it to me. Okay, first of all, she sent it to me, it was sideways, so I had to work to see her proposal. I
I
had
do
to
that
flip
all
it,
the time.
yeah, so that I could see it. It's kind of not very respectful to send it in a way that's useful to the user. Second of all, I then have to keep it as a picture, which is not very useful for me. I don't want it as a picture. I want it as a document. Sending it this way sends it as a document. It's a PDF document. Okay. Now, going back to your other one, I'm going to back out of that for a minute, find a piece of paper. And
Hey,
this
Betsy.
is Medicare supplemental. Yeah.
I want to just say,
What?
that maybe, you could come, you and Renee could come down to the Joy Center because somebody, Zach from the Alvarado Library could help you. And sometimes it's easier to do it while you have your computer or your phone in your hand. So I'm not trying to
Possible.
stop Betsy from saying this, but I'm just saying so many times it's easier to learn from a person.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, though, that there are other people in this class who wanted to know this, so more people get to try it.
Okay, good.
I hear what you're saying, yeah. Absolutely. It's an option available for you, but I'll bet that there are many times when we have this and we need to send it to somebody in a way that's useful. So I'm going to keep going, but thank you. So
No,
what
I
I
wasn't trying to
do,
stop you. I was just thinking.
yeah, no, I hear you. I
that
hear
it
you.
helps me if somebody shows me something.
So I'm opening up my camera, and when I take my camera and I hover over a document, the first thing, and it's gonna go away when I can't take it and show you, but when I do this and I hover over specifically something that very much looks like a document, a button pops up on my phone and it says scan document. So now I'm holding
I
the
don't remember
phone very
seeing that.
steady.
You do?
No, I
And
just said I don't remember seeing.
And so now it has scanned the document. It didn't take a picture, it scanned it like a scanner would. So then I get, and it says I can discard the scan.
Yeah.
You can go to next. So I'm going to go to next. And then what it says is, what do I want to do with it? Do I want to save it to Google Drive? Do I want to download it? Or do I want to share the file? My guess is that you probably want to save it as well. So I'd go ahead and save it and then send it forward. But let's just say I'm in a hurry. I need to get this off today. So I'm going to say share file. And then it's automatically saves it as a PDF and it gives me my options of how I want to send it. Do I want to email it? Do I want to text it? Do I want to signal it? How do I want to send it? So again, I'm going to say I'm going to email it and it gives me that same thing. Which account am I sending it from? Who am I sending it to? Now I can say this is the volunteer sign-in sheet for the week of blah, blah, blah. And there it is attached as a PDF.
Oh,
Really
wow.
easy to do. If your phone does not do that, if you have an older phone, we have I believe that most of our phones are going to do that now. And I'm looking for the old app. I might have deleted the app when I realized that. Oh, no, here it is. This is a Microsoft product and it's called Lens. That little one right there.
We
All
have
right.
that.
So Lens is what I used before my camera did it automatically. But when I open up Lens, it is going to, oh, now it wants me to sign in. Let's sign in. It's been so long since I've used that. And it asks me to allow Lens to access my camera. Well, yeah, because if I don't, it's not going to do it. And allow Lens to record. I'm going to say while using the app. Okay. And then it opens up the app and it's literally using my camera. I just scanned that. Do you see how it's scanning? Do you see the red lines? It's trying to find something to scan. Obviously, I'm not going to scan that. But again, I take this and see that white button. I take this, I stand up, hold it over the document. It's going to give me a red line. You know, when you make deposits to the bank digitally now, and you hover over your check and you get that
No,
red
we don't
line
do
that,
that.
that shows you where is it? You don't do that. We're moving into a new decade, new era for the refugees. When you everybody else was shaking their head. When you hover over this, it's going to give me that red line, and I want to make sure that my entire document is in there, and then I press the button. Now with this one, it gives me automatic choices. Do I want to rotate it? Like, did I take it funky so that somebody else has to do it? Do I want to expand it? Do I want to fix the corners? Notice how I've got little dots on my corners. So if I was off a little bit, and let's say it looked like that, okay, I can just take this and I can drag it down and make that a nice clean corner without the edges. And then I can say review and edit. So I tap there. And this will do multiple pages. Let me go back a minute. So you can do multiple pages. You've got, you know, a front and back of something. You want to do multiple pages and it all be in one document. You just do the next one. So I'm going to back up a minute and do this again. When I hover over this, I do the scan. Now it says, I don't know if you can see that, more pages. So I want to scan all. So if I have multiple pages, I can scan all, or I can go, nope, that's good. I can hit review and edit. When I hit review and edit, then it gives me crop it. Do I want to make marks on it? Do I want to, let's see, what else is there? Do I want to include text? Do I want to rotate? So it gives me a bunch of choices. Let's close this little thing. And then I say finish. When I finish it, it comes to where am I going to store it and what do I want to name it? So I tend to name it with what it is, right? So, you know, volunteer sign-in sheet from this particular date. So I'll just tap here and I get to put, I don't need to say that it's from Office Lens. Nobody cares, but I can say sign in. And then the date 12/10/25. So there's sign in 12/25. And then where do I want to save it? How do I want to save it? So I could save it as a picture, but we're trying to get away from that. Why would you do it that way? Let's save it as a PDF because that's a much more usable, friendly application. And then I've got that check there. Whoop, I unchecked it. And then there's my save button. So then I save it. So now it shows me in my file folders, it's loading still. There it is. Still working on bringing it up, and there it is. So there's the document that I scanned. Now, if I want to open it, take a look at it. It's not working when I tap it there. It's now downloading it to my phone. So if I want to do something with it, so it says open with Drive, I can say just once. It's going to open it with Google Drive. There's the document. I can share it this way. I can add it to the drive. I can share it. I can send the file somewhere. And again, sending it, how do I want to send it? It's sending it as a PDF. And I'm going to send it as email. And there it is, the attachment. And I get to say who it's going to. And there it says exactly what it is. It's the sign-in sheet. So lots of really great digital ways to share and send documents, which is important in this day and age anytime you're doing any kind of business, you know, whether it's banking, mortgage, loans, filling out forms, anything like that, it's better for you to digitally do it because then one, you don't have to print it out, and two, it's something that everybody can read with whoever you share it with. Kathy had a question.
Just a clarification, because I was listening. What was it that you were using to scan again? Were you in Google? The first,
No,
yeah.
so the very first one is just my camera.
Okay,
If I
right,
open
but
my camera, I can hover over a document and it scans it.
okay, that's what I missed. Okay,
That's relative new,
all right. I was
but this
thinking,
is not a new phone. This is a Pixel 6 and we're on 10 now, I think, or 9.
13.
I'm not sure. But this is a relatively old phone. And, you know, I keep it updated with all the latest, you know, whatever they send me, let's, you know, do the update. And
Right.
that's a newer feature of this phone. Before
Okay.
that, I used Microsoft Lens, which scanned it as a document and was very, very helpful when I had to send documents back and forth. And
Yeah, I
Terry,
had,
no, I didn't take that way at all. I did not take that way at all. I
Ye-
fully believe that the guys that are at the Joy Center are really good for hands-on stuff. One, for people who struggle with this kind of learning, or two, really need somebody to touch what they've got. But I think Andy can handle this. But it's a good Kathy.
We'll try.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to get apps off. I have an app that I used to scan that I've had for a while, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can get that app off, is what I heard you say. So I'm gonna look and see if I can scan with my
Try with your
pictures.
camera first.
Yeah, I
'Cause
will.
your camera should
Yeah,
be
you
able
just
to do
tried
it.
it.
And that's
If-
a new thing. So, okay, good.
It is.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Now,
That
the
is.
difference may be, remember, I don't have an iPhone. So
Right.
if somebody who has an iPhone, oh, Abby, there's my mom. I'm going to pick on Abby for a minute. Abby, can you scan with your iPhone camera? Can you scan a document and save it as a PDF?
Sorry, it
Abby,
took me a minute to unmute.
that's okay.
I probably, yeah. I don't know why
Will you try
not.
that while
Yeah, I'll
we're
try it right
talking
now.
about stuff? Medina.
I have an iPhone. I cannot scan, but I have an app called PhotoScan,
Wow.
and
I have that as well.
that lets you scan.
But my question is PhotoScan, so I have PhotoScan as well. That one is specifically designed for photos versus document. That's why it's PhotoScan, and that's why I have both of them. Not saying that it can't do it, but
He wants to go
when we
around.
go, it's you know, I opened it up and it says position photo within the frame. The idea with PhotoScan is that it is photos. That's
Oh.
thinking it as a JPEG or
I don't understand, why would you need an app? Because if I have a photo, I want to send it to you, I'll just send it to you. Why do I need to scan it?
this is why. Here's a photo.
Yeah,
This photo was taken on my wedding day 30 something years ago. We didn't have digital phones then. How am I
right.
going to send this picture to you?
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's a
I have-
picture, right? And the thing is, you know, could I take a picture of it? Yes, you can. You can just literally open your camera and take a picture. I'm
Yeah.
going to do that right now, and I'm going to show you the picture. Here's the picture I took.
Got it.
What's
Yeah.
the problem? First of all, I've got my light ring up there.
Yeah,
I've
not
got
good.
uneven edges. I've got all kinds of glare and things going on wrong with this picture. However, and you can't really see it real well, but I've got the background of my desk here, all
Right.
of that. So I took a picture of a picture, and yes, I can send that. Is that good quality? No, I'm putting that to the trash right now. But
Okay.
if I take this, and if I'm going to do it good, I'm going to take it out of the thing, so I've got less glare, but that doesn't mean that you're not gonna have glare. Anytime you take a photo, you're gonna have some glare, right?
Yeah.
So I took it out and now I'm gonna lay it down flat on the desk. Look what was hiding behind it. Look at that red hair. Holy smokes. All right, so now I'm going to go with my photo scanner, like you said. And I'm going to go with photo scan. I'm going to stand over it. And what's going to happen, I'm going to take this picture. And as I do this, it gives me little dots. And I'm going to trace from one dot to the next. Let me do it again. So I'm moving around too much. All right, take the picture. And what it does is it wants me to trace my finger to the dots so that it gets all of the corners perfectly. And it's not completing it this time. Let me back up. Interesting. So you can't see it because once I move it, you're not going to be able to see it. But what it does is it wants you to line up the corners. And so once you line up the corners, then you've got a relatively decent picture. But with the photo scan, what it's going to do, it's going to eliminate any glare, any background, anything that you don't want. And what you're going to get is a true digital scan of just this versus taking a picture of this.
Mhm.
Taking a picture of this has lots of flaws.
Got it.
Doing a digital scan is way better. Kathy.
I've used TurboScan for documents. I was
Yep.
just looking set for 9 years, and that's what I've always used. But the photo, when you said that was why, I'd never heard taking a picture, and it doesn't work with, I guess, my iPhone. So I use TurboScan.
You can scan in Notes.
In
Oh,
your
that's
notes
right.
app,
Yep, that's right. Somebody told me about that.
in your notes app, you go to, you open notes and it goes to, you go to the camera, scan document, or camera app for quick scans. Just
And
Yeah.
I'm
repeat it.
going to say, but I don't know how different Notes would be from Keep, but I know they're the same program, different name. But what it did was it literally just took a picture of it for me. It did flip it around because I went this way and it automatically flipped it and did it so that the orientation was correct on it. But it literally again just took a picture and saved it in Notes. So I think it's still just taking a picture that way. Versus, so Abby said,
It says for
Um,
documents.
to scan a document with
PDFs
iPhone, open
and
Notes,
images.
create a new note, tap the camera icon, select.
Not working though.
She said, I tried this and don't see a camera icon.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I don't either.
Either.
And document, open the Notes app, create a new note tab. Okay, so I will research all this with my husband's phone. He's not here right now. So iPhone scan. And we will play with it again. But I know that the apps work. Kathy, the one that you mentioned, Turbo, is
Right.
that associated with the software company TurboTax?
I have no idea. It doesn't have that at all on the app. I mean, on the app. It's just to scan documents. And I started using it 9 years ago when I needed to email something, with my dad or whatever. So I've used it often. And it's usually important documents that I'm needing to get somewhere, and it works really well for me.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm gonna look.
It looks like a little scan machine on, I know I have mine blurred, so if I hold my phone, you're not going to see it anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at it here. Let me go back to share.
And mine's like I said, I've had it 9 years. I don't know. Do they automatically update your apps? but
As long as you have it as an automatic
yep,
update.
that's the
It
one I
asks
have.
you if
So
you
there's the
have it.
little thing. So it's different than TurboScan, I believe. I mean, different than TurboTax. TurboScan PDF scanner.
Yep.
So
that-
yeah, she's used it. She likes it, and it's got a 4.8 out of 5 stars and 27, almost 28,000 reviews. So in addition to our friend Kathy saying that she likes it, so do a whole lot of other people. So if you're finding that you don't have it, the other options that we've talked about, here's a really good one. And
Yeah.
we will add that TurboScan to our list of apps we like.
It might have been an attorney or somebody. I was having to, you know, scan papers and they might have told me about it, but I've had it for 9 years, so.
Nice, nice. So that's one you might not want to take off of your Apple.
That's what I was listening for.
And Joyce mentioned Scanner Pro. Scanner Pro.
Okay, let's check out Scanner Pro. Do you use that on your phone, Joyce?
Yes. Mm.
Okay. So let's go back and see how that shows up. We'll open up a new one, Scanner Pro.
I've had it for quite a few years.
Scanner Pro, Apple. It might only be for Apple. How much does Scanner Pro cost? Annual subscription is $19.99, so $20 a year.
But
It's
I, well,
oh, that's plus.
that's
That's
plus.
Scanner Pro Plus. Subscription for advanced features like watermark free scans, full text search, password protection. So there is a free option as well, and it lists your free features. But I think that it might not be in Google. So that might be something that's a solution just for the Apple folks. So let's do a search in the Google Play Store just to see. Where's my little search button? And it's called Scanner Pro
Yeah.
app. All right. What comes up automatically is TurboScan. There's a PDF scanner. Looks like Turbo Pro is just for Apple.
Like
There are
Scanner Pro.
lots-
Scanner Pro.
Scanner Pro, sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. There are lots of scanners and a police scanner. Not the same one we're talking about. So lots and lots of scan document things. They all have pretty good ratings. I mean, 4.1, 4.4, anything that's in the 4 is, you know, something that people are reporting that they like. However, I would say that a 4.8. Oh, no, this says it's $5.99. Does this mean,
I don't pay. I mean,
let's look and see. I'm from
Uh-huh.
Google.
at least I don't think I do. But
Yeah, I bought it once. Yeah.
I
You
probably.
might.
I-
Yeah, it's a buy. It was a one-time buy.
A one time.
Yeah.
Okay, I must have bought it 9 years ago.
Because oftentimes what'll happen is, and you probably didn't pay that much. You probably paid like $1.99 for it back
Yeah.
in the day. So that's good. I mean, there are apps that I bought back in the day, and I'm really happy because I don't have any ads with them, and they were much cheaper then. So, you know,
Mhm.
it is not a bad thing to buy an app. Remember, you will oftentimes get what you pay for. You're giving. When they're giving away something, you're giving away something as well. When you pay a little bit, then you get a little bit more. So I am not against paying.
I always love that you said it's somebody's son or daughter that's getting
Somebody's
that money.
developing this stuff, right?
It always
Somebody's making a
reminded me.
paycheck from it. Somebody way smarter than me is figuring out all of these cool things for us to use. Do we not believe that they should be compensated? Well, they're an anonymous person, and who cares? Except like she said, they're somebody's grandson, somebody's granddaughter, somebody's daughter, somebody's niece, Linda's son. So yes, we don't want them dependent on Linda. We want them to be able to make a living, so we reward them for their efforts. Good point, Terry. All right, so hopefully we solved some of Andy's problems, gave Kathy some things. Other people are going to play with their various scanners on their phones. I'm going to check and see what exactly my husband's iPhone can do with its camera app, because the new iPhone, the camera app has a lot of amazing features that I think
Yeah.
he's still really discovering. So I'm going to play with that when I see him next. And then trying to think if there's anything else. I'm going to share with you both of the websites, even though I will say that this one here, the CRN, I don't like for a couple of reasons. One is that everything is from Amazon. So I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt and see if you can save yourself $20 by just copying and pasting into a new spot the actual device and where are you going. This is a really weird website. And they have cool colors, but you know, like I said, here they are, $59 versus $79.99. So you're saving $20 if you go directly to the company. The other cool thing that I wanted to show you, which I got off of one of those, which I find extremely helpful, is cable management. While it's not a sexy, cool, technology gadgety thing, so nice. We have all of these cords and cables and crazy stuff all over the place. And you can get a nice little box that has a space for you to put all that junk in and then just have the line coming out. I kind of like that I can bounce over that and it'll open up. This particular company is Wayfair, and so it's gonna be one way. This one's neat. It's like a little pouch that hangs on the back of a computer. So that's all up and out of the way and not at your feet.
We can't see what you're looking at.
I'm sorry. Thank you for telling me. I realized
I was
as
picturing
looking
it
at
though.
So this is one of the ideas that came from the CRN website, but and it wanted me to buy it from Amazon, and so I went and looked at other places. So I just did a Google search for cable management, and here I come up with these interesting designer looking boxes and options, you know, depending on what your home and your decor is like. You can find one that matches what you prefer the look of to keep things nice and sleek and out of the way. These ones that hang behind the desk are kind of interesting. And then you've got the boxes that actually just look like a neat little box. Nice ways to, and you're not going to spend a whole lot of money. That wooden box that came from CRN that I went to Wayfair and looked for, I also looked, and it's on Walmart, super cheap. So, and it's the exact same box. I just typed in the name of the box and looked for it. So shop around. That's the bottom line. Make sure
Okay.
that what you're getting is going to be the best for you, and make sure that you're not paying more than you have to just because it feels more convenient. Other places are offering free shipping and $20 less on earbuds.
Question.
Yes.
So, I want to find a Fitbit charger, but I need it now. Is there a store I can walk into? Because I'm leaving for the state senior games tomorrow and I can't find my charger for my Fitbit. It will not make it through the weekend. So is there
Okay.
any place you can walk into and buy a Fitbit charger, just the charger?
That's a good
Where-
question. Does anybody
where
in the
you headed?
room have a Fitbit?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you get it?
Actually, my daughter got it online somehow, I
Okay.
think.
Other folks, Linda, unmute yourself.
Carlene, I have,
I bought a charger at Walgreens a couple of weeks ago.
For a
Um,
Fitbit? Oh,
You can get it at Walmart. You can get it
yeah,
at
Walmart,
Walgreens.
but no, they wanted to ship it
Walgreens.
to me. Walgreens. I'm gonna try I'll try Walgreens. Walmart said they could ship it in 3 days. Of course, they might have it at the store, but
Right.
usually when I do that, they say pickup, but they didn't offer that. They did not
So-
offer that.
This one, I just went to Walmart and get it today. What time do I want to go
Oh,
pick it up?
no, that's not a charger for a Fitbit Lux. It's a little thing that fits on the back of my watch. That's not the right thing. It's a Fitbit charger Lux, Luxe. And I just had it and now I can't find it. I know I brought it back from Orlando, but
Where
anyway.
where is the senior games?
It's in Zephyr Hills and Clearwater area. So pickleball and shuffleboard.
Cool.
Nice.
Mhm.
That's great, Carlene.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll see. I am still recuperating from Orlando. Line dancing. Oh my gosh.
You can scan using notes instead of a camera icon, use a paperclip icon. Okay. Abby has a answer for notes. Use the paperclip icon. Try Walgreens for your
Okay.
Fitbit charger. My
Oh.
other thought was, and how long are you going to be at senior games?
Till Monday. Well, Sunday is the last competition, but my son's birthday is Monday and he's coming down from Alabama, so
Nice.
Monday.
Oh,
So
good.
Monday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, gang. What do you want to talk about next week? It is our last tech until the new year. We're off on the 24th and the 31st. Medina?
Well, I don't know if this is really something to talk about at tech, but I don't know if anybody noticed, but I got a letter from Social Security. You know, they send you a letter every year telling you what your new benefit's going to be.
Yeah.
Mine is less. It's like $45 less.
Oh, no.
Mhm.
And this is the first time
Is it because Medicare went up?
I think oh, that might be why. Okay. I was wondering if anybody else got the same information.
It was separate from Medicare. It was that they were going to, there was a percentage decrease.
Okay. Thank
Yep.
you.
Yep.
I
I
didn't get mine yet, but I know that it will show you what
Yeah.
your amount is and what you actually get. So
All right, it is 9:49, so we got to go, but we will discuss scams next week so that
Okay.
we can all be very smart and not fall prey. Have
Thank
a
you.
great week. I'll send you
All
these
right.
links.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you all.
Bye.
Okay.
Abby.
Bye.
Bye.